In this training video, I'm going to go over the new chart note sign-off requirement in NextGen post-upgrade. This is a new requirement for legal reasons. The functionality will change so that once you've submitted your visit code for an office visit, you will be required to sign off on any master IM or chart note prior to it saving in the patient's chart. So I will walk through what that workflow will look like. From the Finalize tab, if I'm a provider and I've already completed all of my documentation and I'm ready to submit the visit code and complete my charting, I would come to the Finalize tab, complete the evaluation and management coding, and submit code. In previous versions of NextGen, this would generate the master IM document to save in the chart, and the encounter would note as chart completed. In the future, what you will have to do is go to your inbox and open your PAQ, because that master IM document will now generate in your PAQ for sign off prior to saving in the chart. And this does right now in this test environment take about 2 or so minutes. So I do have a master IM document already saved in my PAQ just to give you an example of what it would look like. So the master IM document with generating your PAQ within a minute of you submitting that visit code, and you can simply sign off here, and that document within exists in a chart. So I just signed off on a master IM document in the chart of Mermaid ZZ test. So I'm going to open that chart and show you what that looks like. So once the master IM document is signed off, that was the 1010 encounter for this patient, you will see the document will save to the chart, and you'll see a tiny little blue check mark next to the document saying that indicating that it was signed off. So next I'm going to open another chart, because there's another scenario that you all will come across where you're providing sign off for an office visit, maybe where the chart note was generated by the resident or behavioral health or the diabetes educator, and you're receiving a task of that encounter so that you can provide provider sign off. In those instances, I'm going to go over that workflow. I'm going to go into Finalize again. In those instances, whomever on the care team that saw the patient may complete the evaluation and management coding. So let's say in this case it was behavioral health, and they would submit the code and submit to supervising provider for review. So for this instance, I'm going to send this to Jane King. And then I'm going to close out this patient. I'm going to open Jane King's inbox, which I already have open. And that was Belinda ZZ test. So if we open this task, it's going to bring me directly to the Finalize page, and I can complete my physician sign off. I do not have the setting permission for supervising provider sign off, so I'm just going to use this primary care provider sign off to move forward with the workflow for training purposes. So if I click this sign off button, you'll notice a document just generated. And what that did was bring in a master IM document with this little flag indicator next to it in the chart. So I would complete my sign off within the Finalize template, then access this document from this window. And I have a little blue check mark indicator. And if I hover, it says sign off, and now it's signed off on that master IM document. So again, there are 2 workflows in this new requirement. One is if you are the provider submitting the visit code and signing off at the same time, you would submit the visit code, access your PAQ, and sign off on your master IM from your PAQ. If you are completing sign off on someone else's visit, you would access the chart, complete your Finalize provider sign off Finalize tab, open the document from the patient's chart, and click on the little blue box that would be indicated in this top bar to sign off on the master IM. That's the end of this training video.